A divorce can take anywhere from 3 to 4 months to 3 years plus in Massachusetts. There's a wide range of possibilities. The more that the parties agree on early on and the less complex the issues, the faster the case is resolved. The more contested the case and the more litigation that's required, then the longer it takes. The legal steps in a divorce are first, a party typically files a complaint for divorce. So you would file a complaint, you would have the other party served with a copy of the complaint and a summons. That other party would then file the appropriate paperwork in court. The next step after that would be that you would typically engage in discovery, which is essentially the parties exchanging information, usually financial information. If there are custody issues, then information about the parties' abilities to parent. Then what happens is once discovery is complete, typically your attorney would communicate with the other attorney to see if you can make any progress toward resolving the case. If and when the case is resolved, then your attorney or the other attorney will typically draft a divorce agreement. That'll be circulated, financial statements will be updated, and once all of those documents are filed, then the court will give you a final hearing. If the matter is contested, then the parties would address any contested issues either through a third party or the judge. Typically, the documents that are needed for court are, number one, most hearings will require that you fill out a financial statement disclosing your income, assets, and liabilities. The other documents are typically filed to initiate a hearing, like a motion, affidavits to lay out for the judge what the main points are and facts you want the judge to consider. Those are usually signed by the parties, and there are also other documents filed by the attorneys, for example, oppositions to certain motions that are filed. But in terms of what you as a participant in the process would be directly responsible for, is you would help your attorney fill out a financial statement and file that with the court. Mediation is a great tool. It is what we refer to in Massachusetts as a form of alternative dispute resolution. And it's basically a third party that is working outside of the court process to guide the parties toward resolving their case. One of the limitations of mediation is that a mediator cannot advise you on what to do and in the decisions to make in a divorce. So typically, the more an individual has at stake, so the more you have at stake in the case, the more sense it makes to get the guidance of an attorney. And if there are unresolved issues, then you can, with your spouse, agree to utilize a mediator to resolve those issues rather than going through the court process. And usually what that means is it's less formal. You can get in earlier to see a mediator, and you can also save money if you and your spouse are both willing to engage in negotiations and willing to tackle the issues from a position of reasonableness and flexibility. If you have any questions about what you can expect in Massachusetts divorce court or any questions about mediation, feel free to call us at Farias Family Law.